make the world cleaner. I compost to recycle food. I compost to make food.
Okay, my friends. Our first thing that we started with is we talked about what goes in a compost. Because we decided if we were going to be eating lunch here and having apple cores and having snack and all that stuff, we wanted to have a place to put it. So what do we put in the compost, my kindergarten friends?
Dirt.
Dirt. What else?
Paper. Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Leaves.
Leaves.
Apples.
Apples.
Soil.
Soil, you're right, soil.
Grass.
And grass.
Carrots.
Carrots. So what we did here is we made a bunch of, these are some of the kids last year made little pictures. And another important thing, what's this one that comes down from the sky? Rain. Water. Water is important to go in there. Seeds. And we made pictures of all the things that you can put in compost. What are some things that we can't put in the compost? That just
Cookies. Cheese.
Eggs, yep.
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough.
Eggs.
Eggs.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yep.
Cookies.
Cookies, what else?
Milk.
Milk and,
Oranges.
well, orange probably wouldn't put liquid in there. Bread we can put in there actually, yeah.
Water.
Water we can put in. But what's the stuff that's sometimes in your sandwiches? Meat. We can't put meat in there. So meat and eggs and cheese, those are things that we can't put in there. And also, we don't want to put, do we want to put stuff that we put in the trash can in there?
No,
Like
but you
carbon?
cannot put metal in
Can't put metal in
there.
there. Okay, so that's kind of our do's and don'ts of compost. Then, what we did is we did a little how-to, how we make compost and the steps. So I'm going to ask my friends to come up.
First, you put the stuff in it.
You put the stuff in the
Compost.
Yep. Here we go. Perfect. You put in the little, and she did a great drawing of our compost. She did a little
And it
silver.
gets kind of stinky if you open it up.
What else does it get on the top of the lid, my friends, that you noticed?
Water. Water.
Do you know why that is? Why is that?
Because it's getting soiled up. And it's getting hot.
It's getting hot. That's right. It gets really hot in the compost. Okay, my friend. Come on up. Tell us what happens after you put. Can you turn this way? What happens?
It rots.
It rots. It gets mold on it, right? It rots in the compost bin. Thanks, buddy. See, perfect.
You put food in it, and it turns into soil.
Third, you put the food, and where do we put it when we take this outside?
And you put it in the dirt.
In the big compost bin, yep. And what do you have to mix it with?
Soil.
And
Leaves.
leaves. Perfect.
Stir it.
You have to stir it. You have to mix it. You have to mix the food and the leaves and the soil. And then what happens?
It turns into soil.
It turns into soil. That's right. And you did a great job of it turning into soil. First is all this food and leaves, and now it becomes soil. And last but not least, what can we do with that?
You can take the soil out and then plant a flower.
We can use it to plant a flower or to plant a vegetable garden, right? Perfect. Good picture. Plant a flower. So the last thing is we talked about in this group is why we compost. I mean, because not all the other classes compost and a lot of people at home don't compost. But why do we compost? Ian?
Because it's bad for the
Is it bad
It's bad for the earth.
to put what?
Garbage.
Garbage. We're trying to make less garbage, right? And so if we put our food, this kind of food, in the compost, it doesn't go to the dump. Really bad fumes, yep. What's another
It
reason?
makes less garbage.
It does make less garbage, yes. She said it just because it makes the earth prettier to have compost, because if we have more soil, we can grow more flowers and more trees. So that's what we've been learning in kindergarten.
Mr. Wells. Hello, camera. They have a hi. Don't kick the sand.
All right, and there's been some other teachers that have been bringing their stuff from home, so there's a lot in there right now. If you see there's kind of grasses, like clover and stuff on top, that's because you need to cover it with, those grasses and leaves. So when we put ours in, I actually have a huge bag of soil and leaves over the after school program that I can bring over. But what I'm going to do is add a little bit of water. We can pick up leaves from the ground if we want to put in top, but let's get yours in there too. So this usually will be full of soil and leaves. Perfect.
It's a graham.
You guys just scoop up some of those leaves there on the side, and I'm going to bring more over tomorrow. And so always you want to do, so let's say you guys put in when you put in this amount of food, I would say take 3 scoops, okay? Like 3 scoops of, 3 big handfuls of leaves and dirt from there. So that it's covered. And then, back on top. And make sure that it locks.
Da